15 viewpoints in the Kii region in Assassin's Creed Shadows. I'll show you where they are and tell you interesting facts about each point. It will be interesting, so like this video and let's go on this exciting and eventful journey. The first viewpoint, Kimiidera Pagoda, in Assassin's Creed Shadows has a real historical prototype. In Japan, there is indeed a temple called Kimiidera, founded in the 8th century on a mountainside overlooking the sea in Wakayama Prefecture. Its complex includes a traditional Buddhist pagoda, and the path to it passes through more than 200 stone steps. Interestingly, Kimiidera is considered one of the first places in Japan where cherry blossoms bloom every year. The combination of height, panorama, and sacred atmosphere perfectly explains why Ubisoft chose this place as a viewpoint in the game. The second viewpoint, Myoken Shrine, in Assassin's Creed Shadows, has a real historical basis. In Japan, there are indeed shrines with this name dedicated to the deity Myoken, the personification of the North Star and the constellation Ursa Major. During the feudal era, Myoken was especially revered by samurai clans, who believed that this star showed the right path and protected warriors in battle. That is why such a shrine fits perfectly into the world of Assassin's Creed, where path, destiny, and choice are of key importance. The third viewpoint, Saika Tenshu, in Assassin's Creed Shadows, is not an exact replica of a real tower, but it has a strong historical foundation. It is inspired by the Saika region in the province of Kii, and the legendary Saika-Iki community, militia warriors who did not obey the daimyo. In the 16th century, the Saika-Iki were among the best archers in Japan and were able to defeat Oda Nobunaga's troops using firearms and cannons, even in naval battles. The image of Tenshu in the game emphasizes their independence, military strength, and the atmosphere of feudal Japan. The Tsuchibashi Fort Watchtower in Assassin's Creed Shadows is a fictional structure, but it clearly conveys the real military logic of the Sengoku period. The name Tsuchibashi literally means earth bridge, a reference to the wooden towers and embankments that were built quickly and en masse during the constant wars. What is impressive is that such watchtowers were often erected in a matter of days and could actually decide the outcome of a battle, as early detection of the enemy was more important than strong walls. The fifth viewpoint, Negoroji Tahoto Pagoda, in Assassin's Creed Shadows, has a direct real-life prototype. There really is a Negoroji temple in Japan, and its two-story Tahoto Pagoda is considered one of the most impressive in the country. An amazing fact is that Negoroji was not just a religious center, but actually a military force. In the 16th century, its warrior monks controlled the region and had their own armies. This is why Oda Nobunaga ordered the complex to be destroyed, but the pagoda miraculously survived fires and wars and still stands today as a symbol of the combination of faith, strength, and survival, themes that resonate perfectly with the world of Assassin's Creed. The sixth viewpoint, Mandoyama Tower, in Assassin's Creed Shadows, is a fictional structure, but it accurately reflects the real role of mountain watchtowers in feudal Japan. Such towers were built on mountaintops not for defense, but to control roads, signals, and army movements. It is impressive that, thanks to a system of fire and smoke, information could be transmitted between such points over tens of kilometers in a matter of minutes. Mandoyama Tower in the game emphasizes the strategic importance of height and the feeling of complete control over the region. The seventh viewpoint, Mount Koya in Assassin's Creed Shadows, is based on a real place, a sacred mountain in Wakayama Prefecture, where in the 8th century, the monk Kukai founded the center of Shingon Buddhism. The mountain is home to over 100 temples and the Kokubunji Cemetery, where thousands of monks and prominent figures of Japan are buried, and among them you can see traditional wooden monuments that have stood in their places for centuries. In the game, the mountain conveys the grandeur of spiritual space, the mystery of religious life, and the feeling that you are ascending to a place where faith, history, and nature intertwine. The eighth viewpoint, Konpon Daito Pagoda, in Assassin's Creed Shadows, has a real-life counterpart on Mount Koya, where this pagoda is the heart of a Shingon monastery. It is impressive that Konpon Daito is a huge two-story wooden structure, a symbol of cosmic order, designed to reflect the Buddhist concept of the universe. During the pagoda's consecration, each corner was carefully aligned with the cardinal directions, and the interior was filled with statues of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, creating a sense of divine order. In the game, it conveys the scale, spirituality, and atmosphere of feudal Japan, where religion was inseparable from everyday life. The ninth viewpoint, Kamimisu Heights, in Assassin's Creed Shadows, is a fictional location, but it accurately conveys the atmosphere of the high mountain plateaus of feudal Japan. Such heights were used to observe roads and valleys, controlling the movements of enemies and armies. It is striking that even a small hill could be strategically decisive, as it was possible to see preparations for battle several kilometers away from there. In the game, Kamimisu Heights creates a sense of power over the territory and emphasizes the importance of caution and reconnaissance in the world of warring clans. The 10th viewpoint, Mount Oto Watchtower, in Assassin's Creed Shadows, is a fictional structure, but it recreates the spirit of real watchtowers in feudal Japan. Such towers were built on mountain slopes for early detection of enemies and signaling allies. The fire and smoke system allowed messages to be transmitted tens of kilometers in a matter of minutes. In the game, this watchtower conveys a sense of control over the region and the tense atmosphere of constant danger in the era of warring clans. The 11th viewpoint, Hashigui-iwa Overlook, in Assassin's Creed Shadows, is a fictional viewpoint located at the top of a ship's mast in the middle of the sea, but it is inspired by the real shape of the Hashigui-iwa rocks in Japan. These basalt rocks form an almost perfect line above the water, creating the feeling that nature itself has paved the way for the traveler. In the game, this mast conveys a sense of height, danger, and freedom of water travel, while also emphasizing the atmosphere of feudal Japan, where the sea and coastline were an integral part of life and strategic routes. The 12th viewpoint, Mount Takayama, in Assassin's Creed Shadows, is a fictional peak, but it captures the spirit of real Japanese mountain ranges. Such heights were used to observe valleys and roads, and the panoramic view provided a strategic advantage. Even a small mountain could change the outcome of a battle, as enemies could be spotted from dozens of kilometers away. In the game, Mount Takayama creates an atmosphere of natural grandeur, danger, and control over the territory, emphasizing the importance of tactics in feudal Japan. The 13th viewpoint, Maruyama Shrine, in Assassin's Creed Shadows, has a real-life counterpart. Numerous Shinto shrines with this name in Japan, where the spirits of nature and ancestors are worshipped. The most famous Maruyama Shrine in Kyoto is known for its hundreds of cherry trees, which create an incredible pink sea of flowers in spring and are illuminated by lanterns at night, adding a mystical atmosphere. In the game, this shrine conveys a sense of peace, spirituality, and harmony with nature, emphasizing the importance of religion and traditions in feudal Japan. The 14th viewpoint, Sewara Inari Shrine, in Assassin's Creed Shadows, is inspired by real Inari shrines in Japan, where the god of rice and prosperity, Inari, is worshipped. It is impressive that such shrines are known for thousands of red torii gates that create long tunnels leading to the main temple, and it is truly captivating with its grandeur and rhythm of space. In the game, Sewara Inari Shrine conveys a sense of spiritual power, hidden paths, and mystery, and emphasizes the close connection between religion and everyday life in feudal Japan. The 15th viewpoint, Kamikura Shrine Overlook, in Assassin's Creed Shadows, is a fictional location, but it recreates the atmosphere of real Japanese shrines located on high ground. Such places were built on rocky cliffs to emphasize the connection between humans and the sky and spirits of nature. From such heights, panoramic views of valleys and forests open up, and the ascent to the shrine becomes a real test of endurance. In the game, this overlook creates a sense of spirituality, the grandeur of nature, and at the same time a strategic overview, emphasizing the atmosphere of feudal Japan. If you enjoyed this tour of the viewpoints in the Kii region in Assassin's Creed Shadows, please like and subscribe to the channel. Let us know if you would like to see similar videos about other regions. And I also recommend watching other videos about the game, where you will find a lot of interesting and useful information. See you in the next video.